ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Welcome to the Roundtable, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. Thanks for listening to us on the Broadway Podcast Network or watching us on our virtual talk show over at YouTube. You know, I love gospel music. I love singers. I love singers. You know, the singers of this group, the man is a singer. The featured singers on this song are singers. And all day long here in New Jersey, I've been singing, "You've been worrying." I've been singing. Come on, people. You need some uplift, some joy in your life. We are so excited. I'm nuts. We are so excited to have Kenny Lewis here with us. Chicago, stand up, Kenny.
Hey, Robert, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. I would be remiss.
Okay.
My in-laws are in the Midwest as well, Detroit, which is like Chicago's little sibling over. They'll get mad for this, but you know. So my auntie Maureen is listening to gospel music in the car right now, 24/7, working her Jamaican soul catering business, and she is going to be so excited that you're here.
Man, well, I am excited to be at the round table, but I need you to do "You've Been Worrying" one more time.
You've been worrying. Oh, now taking it up. Well, listen.
I love it.
If we hear your music, you know, if you hear Undefeated, how many key changes are in that song? 67 key changes?
Stop it. No, stop it.
Every line. We're going up and up and up and up. And that's what I love about your music, because your music is
thank you.
Made in a way that really makes you feel something. And that's what we need.
Thank you, man. That makes it all worth it to hear things like that. Thank you so much.
Well, we're talking specifically about the new single, "Call His Name," which is out now. You and the choir, Ms. Burrell on the song and singing, singing her face off as she does. And this song is got a beautiful message. How did this song come into your life, thoughts, and now out available streaming wherever music is heard?
Yeah, well, the song "Call His Name" was already written. I had written it, and then I wanted a hymn at the top of the song. So the 30-second version is, I reached out to my manager. I said, see if this particular song I was going to use it was public domain. And man, I'm serious. God woke me up about 3 a.m. gave me the words, "Call His Name." I sang it into my phone and went back to sleep. I called Kim and I said, would you be willing to go down this road again? Because this is the second time she's done a feature with us. And she said, absolutely. When she consented to do it, I started tailoring the song more around her vibe and what I thought would best fit her.
Oh, well, she's singing, you are singing, the group is singing, and it is something that you definitely need to hear. The lyrics of it really stuck out with me, because like I'm joking and singing along with it, but it is all things. It's universal. We've all been worrying, we've all been working, we've all been stressed and worried, and the song is, you know, there's a greater power out there that we can call to get us through these days.
Yeah, and let me say, man, I appreciate the fact that you took time and really embodied those lyrics. Like, I love that. So many times we get caught up into the groove and we don't really know the lyrics. And that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be a universal type of song for whether you're in church or not, but you don't have to be a biblical scholar to understand the message. And that was the integrity of the song.
Well, I totally got it. And the hymn is beautiful. This version is beautiful. Put them together. You can stream them both back to back right now, wherever music is heard. Just go, if you're Spotify, Apple, Amazon, whatever you do, go stream the song. When we look at your body of work, this album, the next album is going to be what, number 5, 6?
Number 6.
6. Number 6. It goes there. There's a bunch of them through the years. You know, we find and then you've been in this game for a minute, and then you have an album like Undefeated come out, and what, 20 million plus streams, and number one singles and charts. And I know you've been at the music game for a minute. What is it like when it starts to grow big and the message really gets to be heard, and you're not just in Chicago, you're not just in the United States, like your music is
Mhm.
big around the world, Africa, big numbers in Africa, big numbers in
Yeah,
Europe, Asia. What is that like?
it has been, man. I said my last project, which was number 5, which you just showed, Undefeated, the music that I produced on there, wrote, it freed me because a lot of times groups and choirs are in a box and I hear things differently. I don't only like choir music. I love group music. I love contemporary. I love worship and praise. I love inspirational. So those are all the facets that I like to deliver on an album. And I say the last album, it freed me. But the notoriety of it all, it's great. I can't say that it's not. It's great. However, the testimonials of what the music has done for people personally has really pricked my heart, man, and really humbled me and lets me know why I stayed in this game for 25 years now.
25
Yeah.
25 in music business is a feat in and of itself, truly. And
It is.
we were listening to all your whole music ever since we were lucky enough for you to pop on this show. We've been listening
Really.
to Thank You. It's such a beautiful song for anyone that you need to hear. If you're at the gym, you need to put on He'll Make It All Right. Get on that treadmill. That speed, you'll be burning calories so fast, staying. We
So funny.
we're here for it. When you put together a body of work, or a show, when you're on the road, if you're a church, if you're at an arena or a theater, and you're on the road with your act and supporting acts and whatever, how do you build an evening? Like when we come to see a Kenny Lewis show, how do you orchestrate us to get all the feels, to get all 5 albums, almost 6 albums worth of music, and then to leave with the message or intention that you've worked on for your projects?
Well, it's definitely intentional not to leave anyone out, right? So if you like praise and worship music, then we'll have something for you. If you like just church old school, we'll have something for you. If you want to dance around and really content, we'll have something for you. So I like to present a package where it's like a one-stop shop. You know, a lot of times people ask me on interviews, who's your target audience? And I say everyone. And I really mean everyone. I just got my very first number 1 with the Undefeated album, right? But people would go from that song, He's Been Good, and just go from one to the next because they were attracted to one particular song, and so we've just been fortunate, after so long, that people have really embraced us, even with the new single, man. I put out a clip the week of, and it goes viral in 8 hours. I think now it's been a week. It's the one clip is like 30 seconds, over 500,000 streams, and it's just amazing to me what God is doing, and people just embracing the message that I'm trying to convey. So, and people like you, let me just pause and say thank you, man. Thank you for having me at the round table.
Are you kidding? Look, because I'm just saying it like I mean it. This is not when people say, what is your audience? They mean, oh, it's not this guy. We pigeonhole people and we put people in a box.
Come on.
It needs to be for this race. It needs to be for this demographic. It needs to be for this part of it's music for people.
It's music. It's music. And I don't care about any of that other stuff. I'm a very positive type of energy person. Even if you go to any of my social media pages, I'm not going to even comment on something that's controversial. I don't care. I just want to make good music, and try and help, get people to their next place in life or feel better about their day. It's only positive energy over here, so only. So yeah, it's not for this sector, this race, this style, this age group. It's for everybody.
Well, go to Kenny Lewis OV if you're listening to us. You don't see it. Kenny Lewis OV on Instagram, or go to KennyLewis1voice.com to make sure you get up to date, see all the discography, read all about him, the group. How many people are in the group? How do you find the singers?
You know what? Like I said, this month we made 25 years, but I have people who've been in there for like 20 years, 21 years, and they're all from different places. Like I have singers from, of course, Chicago, the suburbs of Chicago. um, Ohio, Milwaukee. So they're from different, different facets of life, even, different age groups. So I've just been blessed. I've been very meticulous in who I let in and train them and stuff like that. But it's just been amazing, man. It's about 24, 25 singers. Yeah.
It's a lot of that's a lot of organization. That's a lot of work and a lot of people intentional. You ever try to get a group of singers together and you all sound so good. You all
Oh,
sound.
thank you.
I'm I'm
Thank you.
I'm really excited to hear about the upcoming album, The Healing Project. I've talked a lot about my own people's struggles nowadays, anxiety. We all are struggling with, people have depression, people struggle with anxiety. I talk to very openly about what it's like to suffer from anxiety and in our day-to-day life, especially in the year 2024 and what we're going through.
Hmm.
Where'd the idea come to make an album about mental health in coordination with religion and God and of itself? Like, sometimes they're two taboo subjects that people don't put together. And a lot of people say, why do you don't need mental health? You don't need therapy. You need church, or you need, why did you decide it was time to have the conversation and talk about both of these subjects?
Well, one of the main things are, a lot of people don't know that I teach fourth and fifth grade, and I teach not just autistic kids, but then I have another sector of kids that are very smart, but they've been abused. They have anger management issues. They may be on meds because they can't control their anger because they've been abused so much and dealing with so many things. So a lot of times us as educators, we're the only influence or positive influences that they see, which is a whole ministry in itself. And they go, a lot of times they're great at school. Then when it's time to leave school, they get depressed. And believe it or not, this whole healing project, we recorded it in June of this year. I've never had to deal with depression or any of that. Right after the recording, I found myself, God's honest truth, depressed. It would be 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm at home depressed. I go to church, I sing, everybody's just going crazy, but I go home empty and not fulfilled. And so those things are very real, where we need to be healed inside out, where everything is not just so deep. You're looking at a person who, with this success, I'm divorced. My mom's gone, my dad's gone, all four grandparents on each side is gone. I'm the oldest of three that everybody looks to me to always be strong. And so all of those things, after you deliver out so much, it's like, who do you get your influence from? And so that kind of sent me into a depression. Like, I leave everyone and I come here right now. I'm at home by myself, So those things are very real. Even the strongest of leaders get weak at times. And I just wanted to kind of put that message out there to have a total healing, mind, body, and soul, spirit, and that's where we derive at the Healing Project.
It sounds awesome. I teach fifth grade in Jersey, and
Really?
I teach fifth, and people don't understand unless you're in the classroom to see what the struggles the kids are going through. Home, community, trying to find a place in this world, and school for many kids is the best show in town. They want
Yeah.
to be going home.
Yeah.
Is where is hard.
Yeah.
So come
Yeah.
on, fifth grade. And that was what I was going to ask you about, is the work that you do in the community, in marginalized communities, and
Yeah.
getting your hands dirty and actually showing up. It's more than just signing a check or sending some royalties over from an album, or you do the work. You are a part of your community.
Absolutely. After school programs, and the kind of children that have, like I said, they have been abused and things in the community, they look for people to trust. They look for people to just hear them. A lot of times their voice, they don't have a voice. They've gone from this home to that home to this home. They may have 10, 12 kids in there already, so and so they come to school with an attitude, and instead of, disciplining them, hey, what's going on with you? So I've been blessed to be in that position, and that has given me an inspiration. And I tell them all the time, they keep me young. They keep me in my early 20s.
I say that all the time. I say they keep me young because I have to be up on it because
Yeah,
you're not getting one over on me.
yeah, yeah.
So I totally. So how do you people ask me this question? I get to talk to amazing people like you. I sing and act and whatever, but and then they say you go to the classroom, you work every day. How do you departmentalize your life between your church life, your musical life, and then teaching and all of the different things? You must have a pretty busy Google Calendar.
I do. I do. But you know what? And they wanted me to teach music and choir and choral, but that's a whole separate um, part of my life. When I go to school, I enjoy that. I enjoy, being there for the kids. It's not about music. Out when I'm on stage, that's somebody else. When I'm just here, I'm the comedian. So that's just a facet of who I am, which honestly takes me back to the single "Why Call His Name." I feel like, yes, we talk about how God is a healer, He's a deliverer, He's all of those things, but those are His characteristics, those are His attributes. If I say, "Hey, what's up there?" The host of the talk of the round table, and not call you by your name. This is just one facet of it. You're a teacher, you're an influencer. So if we call Jesus by his name, everything that encompasses who he is shows up for us. Yeah.
And it says it all in the song, and it's got a hook and a melody that you will sing badly, but you will be singing it. You'll be streaming it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you're gonna get it. Get out, listen to it, stream it by its name too. When
Yeah.
you the kids must get a kick out of this whole thing. They must hear your music. They must Google you. They must know about that part of your life.
And then they try to get, especially now. It started with the last album, but this single rollout, I've been hearing, "Isn't that your teacher?" They'll tell me, "My mom said, isn't that your teacher on stage?" And so then some of them, they start trying to follow me on Instagram, and I block them because we don't want that. Uh, and then they'll get a little comfortable. "So your name is Kenny, huh? It's
Yeah.
not
Oh.
Mr. Lewis." So it's like it's really no way to hide it.
I can only imagine it because I relate. I have known where there's no Stellar Award nominations, there's no number
Yeah,
one songs over here, but they find it and they definitely
they do.
um I am really excited about the music. Is there going to be are live shows in the plan? Are you planning to always be out live, be on the road? Do we want to see you?
Yes. So it's only been almost 2 weeks that the single has been out. Believe it or not, Undefeated seems like it just came out yesterday, but we recorded that in 2019. It was released in 2020, and the music is still relevant. There's still so much life in it. Every weekend we're getting videos or tagged in videos. People are still singing the music. So we're just trying to really be strategic because there's a lot of out of the country stuff that has come about since the single has been released. So some of our plans now, because we wanted to do a tour, we want to do CD release in various cities, but because of the embrace of the new music, plans are kind of changing. So we're constantly meeting with, this is what we have on the table, this is what we have. So yeah, we have quite a bit that's coming up. We just need to solidify it.
Well, that's why you got to be following. Follow Kenny Lewis OV on Instagram, or go to KennyLewisOneVoice.com so you could stay up
Yeah.
to date on all of the stuff. Make sure you stream the music. There's going to be more music that's going to be coming out.
Yes.
When you, and I know this is a personal question, so what do you pray for? What do you pray for the people who listen to your music? What can we all universally be asking for, looking for? What do you think we should be focused on when we go to bed at night or wake up in the morning and we say our prayers?
One, life, healthy life, a life fulfilled, a life carefree of what people think that you should be. If I tell you how many times I made that mistake and doing something that people thought I should do instead of doing what I'm called to do, uh, we will be here for another hour. I've only been teaching for 5 years,
Mhm.
but that's something that I should have been doing, but not walking in my purpose. So I'm catching up to it. I should have been putting out certain kinds of music, which is a variety of music, years ago, but I had to have those challenges to be free from other people's thinking and do what I know I'm called to do. My prayer is that when people get Kenny Lewis music, that it will prick their hearts, that they won't have to be a biblical scholar to understand the message, but be encouraged, whether it's a groove, whether we're hey, 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 or whether we're clapping like this, that you still understand the message. You're not lost in the music. The music can sound great, but the message doesn't lose you. Um, and those are the kind of things that I have been receiving. And it gives me the energy to keep going. I never thought I would be doing music for 25 years, but it's people like yourself who just give me the courage to just keep going, man, because it's always intentional. Whatever I do is always intentional. I don't just put music out superfluously just because. I want there to be a strong message, uh, something that will bring value to your life that you will want to listen to over and over, and that would transcend time. So that is my prayer, that the music does that in the atmosphere.
Well, I think you're doing it. I think that this music will be around. It will be sung in praise in churches, and it will be played for inspiration by people all around this world.
Yeah.
And it's going to be here forever. And we're here for it. And, when you come down, if you're either in Jersey or New York, or you're in Detroit, Aunt
Yeah.
Maureen, she's going to cook you some oxtails and ready for you.
Okay, Auntie, where's
Come on. You're hop, skipping, and jump away. Come on down.
Yes,
That's
yes, I love it.
when I was going to talk to you. That oh, Kenny from Chicago. They know. They know. Come on, gospel
Yeah.
is a family for facts. The music is beautiful. Your message is beautiful.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you, man.
We're,
Thank
we're,
you.
we're so excited to have you here, and nothing but the best.
I
Stream.
appreciate you.
Call his name wherever music is heard. Make sure you stream it right away, and then go follow and find out more information with Kenny Lewis in one voice. Kenny, thank you
Yes,
so much.
sir.
Appreciate
Oh,
you.
man.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, sir. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
There you have it. The Roundtable, a little bit of God, a little bit of gospel, a little bit of mess. You never know what you're going to get on this show. We like art and artists come in all forms, and art and artists come in all sorts of ways. That means in religious ways, and musical ways, and Broadway ways, and drag queen ways. We are here for the people who make art, and a platform for all people to make art. I am grateful for you to be here. Thank you so much for being here. If you want more information about me, go to robertbannon.com or follow me at Robert M. Bannon on Instagram. Tell me hey, say hello, share it with a friend. And we're here every single day on the Broadway Podcast Network and on YouTube, spreading our message. And our message is that the best is yet to come. There's more love than there is hate. There is more good than there is bad. And I love you. Thank you for being here. Talk to you again real soon. And listen to that song and tell me if you don't start singing it too. I promise you, I wasn't just being crazy. It's a fact. Till next time. Bye, everybody.